Thank you, everybody. It's gorgeous to see everybody here, and I see more people coming all the time. Thank you. Who here is from Edmonton?
Yeah!
Who here came from Red Deer?
Yeah!
Who here came from Calgary or Lethbridge? And who here came from other parts of Alberta? It's great to see you here. Thank you so much. My name is Ezra Levant, and I'm the Rebel Commander of the Rebel Media. People are still coming in, but we had 2,950 people register for this event. And I think we might just break that number today. I see more people getting their signs. It's an icy morning, but I know you're here because Alberta is hurting.
Yeah.
And we want to tell Rachel Notley to stop the hurt.
Stop.
Before I go much further, I want to say a few ground rules for this event. This is a family-friendly rally, so although people are very passionate and angry at the Premier, it's a no profanity rally, and I know there's a temptation to put words on signs, but I see everyone here has followed that. I thank you. Because there are young people here who want to keep in the positive spirit of Alberta. I have received some indication that people on the other side may be coming. And by the other side, I mean, for example, CBC activists. I got a phone call from a CBC activist yesterday. Who told me that Rachel Notley had the consent of the government for this tax. And I told the CBC, that's a lie. I said, that's not true, I said to the CBC. Rachel Notley never campaigned on this, but the CBC quarreled with me, so you may see some trouble from the CBC. I also got a call from a union activist who literally asked if this rally was funded by Vladimir Putin. I guess my point is, when you see extremists here, if they're from the CBC or from Rachel Notley's team or her front groups, don't engage with them. If they want to cause a scuffle, don't engage with them. We are positive, they are negative. We've got some amazing speakers for you today, people who have come in from around the province and indeed from around the country to let you know that they know you're hurting. We're going to introduce those amazing speakers in a moment, but first, I'd like you to join with me in singing "O Canada." Jessica, can you play the anthem?
The right way! The right way!
Picture a flag. Here's the Alberta flag. We've got a lot of great speakers today, and because it's cold, all our speakers are going to keep their remarks between 5 and 10 minutes. Our first speaker is my favorite. It's our Alberta Bureau Chief. And I should say, that the last time Sheila was at the legislature and the sheriff's deputies were out in force, they were keeping her out. But now the sheriffs are here to keep us safe. And let me say a quick thank you to the sheriffs who are here to make sure we're safe. Rachel has nothing to worry about from Sheila physically, but she has a lot to worry about from Sheila in terms of the force of her ideas and her passion for opulence. Over the past year and a half, Sheila has crisscrossed this province, talking to everyone from oil patch workers to the coal communities of Hannah, the farmers and ranchers who were ignored as Bill 6 was rammed down then. And so without further ado, let me introduce you someone who embodies the Alberta spirit, my dear friend and Alberta Bureau Chief of the Rebel, Sheila Gunner.
Out today. I'm absolutely overwhelmed by the size of this crowd. It's crazy. I feel like I get to talk to you all each and every day when I shoot my videos, but it is a little overwhelming to see all of you standing in front of me right now. So I thank you for being here on this chilly afternoon. And I also want to thank our hardworking Rebel team who put this whole event together. There's no possible way we could have done this without them. So it was a year ago this week that our Alberta insurrection started against the NDP right here on the steps of the legislature with the very first of the Bill 6 rallies. Our rallies back then made Rachel Notley flinch. We won some concessions, and more importantly, we fought her until the bitter end. So it's fitting that we're fighting back again here this week, a year later, to stand up against this government one more time. This time, we're here to fight back and protect our families against her job-killing carbon tax on everything. Now, I'm usually on the other side of this microphone, down there in the crowd with the rest of you at these events, because that's where I'm most comfortable. But that's because I am one of you. I've lived here in Alberta my whole life. I love this place. It's where I was born, it's where I'll die, it's where I choose to raise my children. I live right next door to the family farm where I was raised, where my mother still runs the farm. My husband, actually my entire family, works in oil and gas. And I am one long-suffering husband, thanks. So I'm just as affected by all of Rachel Notley's reckless, statist experiments as the rest of you. I felt the attack on our way of life, the way of life I know and love, when Rachel Notley brought in Bill 6, just the same way you did. I took it personally. Every time some former barista, basement-dwelling Edmonton MLA whose lifetime achievements amount to winning an accidental election lottery
NDP sucks.
stood on the grave of someone else's farm child to push their pro-union agenda for our family farms. We didn't need Nanny Notley to tell us to love our farm kids, and we stood here in the cold every week to tell her so. And every time Rachel Notley stands up before a national or international camera and says Alberta has a bad environmental reputation and we need her tax grab to give us social license, I take it. There is no one, no country, no place on this planet who drills and digs and mines better, more safely, more cleanly than
Rachel.
I know it. I see it every day because I'm from the oil patch too. And while even our government tries to shame us for this, I'm proud of us too. The only people who have ever done damage to our international reputation are the blame Alberta types in this NDP government and their foreign-funded pets in the environmental movement.
Good.
But really, let's cut them some slack. How could they know any better? They've never set foot on an oil and gas lease or at a coal mine. They've never seen the work these hardworking people do or how well they do it. These destroyers have never seen how proud these men and women are to be the best in the world at what they do. And every time the NDP bash our industries and insult these people who power our lives every day, I take it personally. Instead, the NDP, some of them never having had a real job before this, and never sit in this building behind me and plot and scheme different ways to kill those people's jobs without ever having to look at them in the eye. And now Rachel Notley's dangerous new carbon tax is set to come in on January 1st, and this is her biggest attack on Alberta yet. It is the biggest single tax hike in Alberta history, and just this week she announced it isn't enough for her. She wants more. Now she says her $30 a ton price on carbon dioxide is just the basement price, not the ceiling. Her lower price has already claimed feedlot and oil and gas jobs, but she promises now to take that tax up to $50 per ton. This will cost each Alberta family an extra $2,300 per year. That's hockey fees for our kids. That's snow tires on both the family cars. That's 2 months worth of groceries for your family. But through this tax, Rachel Notley says she needs it more than all of you. That she can spend it better than all of you. No one can spend your money better than you can. With this carbon tax, it's really a de facto tax on life itself in this province. With 200,000 people unemployed in this province, we cannot afford any more of Rachel Notley's bad socialist ideas. And like you, I'm worried. I'm worried about my farm and my farmers. I'm concerned that the price of heating, electricity, and inputs will put some of us out of farming altogether. I'm worried about my neighbors and their small business and how the added cost will rob them of whatever slim profits they have left. I'm worried about my unemployed friends and families whose numbers seem to grow bigger every day. Will the carbon tax chase their oil and gas jobs away to jurisdictions without a carbon tax, to North Dakota or to Texas? I worry about my kids. Will they ever be able to go into the family businesses of farming or rigging if they want to? Or will the carbon tax rob us of that part of our rural culture too? I worry about the elderly and the working poor who just can't bear the added cost of everything. Sorry, my hands are getting cold. I worry about charities and food banks that have far fewer people, that are able to help far fewer people in these desperate times because of the increased cost of their utility bills and the fact that donations have just dried up altogether. And more than anything, I worry it will take a generation to undo the damage Rachel Notley is doing to us in this building behind me. The lost jobs, the failed businesses, the brain drain. It will take decades for Alberta to recover from this.
She's filming me? Yep, I know. I was trying to get the CTV guy to do it.
Most resilient people on this planet. We're ingenious and innovative. We can do anything, but there are not enough of us for Rachel Notley to tax into poverty to make a difference in global emissions. So what's the point? Well, the point is Rachel Notley is doing her best best to build her legacy. She's writing this legacy on the backs of Alberta families. She's stroking her ego as the great green rewriter of the Alberta economy while we lose our jobs, our homes, and our futures.
NDP doesn't listen.
Rachel Notley says we need this carbon tax because we need to be doing our part to fight global emissions. Sorry, Rachel Notley, the world did not elect you. Alberta unfortunately did. And now it's your job to do your part to help get Albertans back to work and steer us through this mess you've made worse every single step of the way. Train the musket, What I'm hoping this rally today will do is put Rachel Notley's far left-wing extremist ideology on a collision course with reality. She can't ignore all of you. She can't ignore us as we stand on the steps of this building that houses our democracy. And she has no social license to tax us this way. So I'm here today to ask Rachel Notley, and I know she's listening. We're in her head. I'm asking her.
She hears us, but does she listen?
I'm asking Rachel Notley to do the right thing for once and listen to all of you, all of us, the same way she listens to her friends in the public sector unions and the environmentalist movement.
Get rid of the union.
She needs to stop this. She needs to save Alberta jobs, save families, save us some money, and stop this carbon tax.